For the last 564 days, I've been building the most scientific, comprehensive operating system for online coaches on the planet. And what's funny is that it's not even a software, it's not an LLM, it's not a ChatGPT prompt, it's not even modules. I've been running many experiments to see what works and what doesn't work for online coaches. And thanks to that, my clients have made over $17 million online in business. But if I'm being honest, I've been humbled in the process. And in many more times than once, I've been really scared for my bank account. So in this video, I'm going to show you 3 science-based approaches to online scaling, so that you can literally take this and copy it in your business right now, today, so you can start scaling and growing your online coaching business. I know you can't see because I couldn't print it big enough, but the number one thing is everyone knows that every business needs eyeballs to grow. But what coaches don't spend enough time on is actually mastering the craft of taking all of that attention they spend so much time on and mastering the craft of taking those leads into just leads into customers. And I've seen what works tremendously with my clients. We actually tested all this entire process, and my clients are selling $5,000 to $7,000 to $8,000 packages in the DMs without any sales call. There's a lot to this, and I actually have an entire video how my client is doing that, so I'll just drop the card right now, right here somewhere in this site. And in all this process, this is actually 14 pages. In all this process, I created a 7-step framework that you can give your setters, or you can use yourself if you're doing the setting in your DM, so that you can actually have more throughput of people who DM you and getting those people who DM you as interest people into qualified leads into clients. Because even though, let's just say you have hundreds of thousands of people following you, I've seen where influencers don't even sell a $10 ebook. And the reason being is not that you can't generate eyeballs, but you have to understand that generating eyeballs and converting eyeballs are 2 different skill sets. You can be really good at going viral, but you can suck at converting those people into customers. There's the other way around, where I have clients with just 1,500 followers making $40,000 because they master the craft at converting, which is literally just applying this. And when you combine both generating eyeballs and converting people into clients, you have a perfect combination, which is what I'm trying to do right now, and just teaching you how to do this stuff right now. And that's how I have clients making $120,000 a month, selling $5,000, $7,000, $8,000 packages in the DMs by implementing it. And for example, one of the most important things that I see a lot of coaches miss on is that maybe they hire a setter because they can't handle their volume of the end. And what I see is that their show rate sucks and it plummets because all the setter is focused on doing is just booking more sales calls. So what I've seen happen tremendously, especially if right now, let's just say your show rate is decreasing, even though your reach is increasing or your DMs is increasing, and you hired a setter and you can't figure out for the life of you, why is it that you're getting less people on the phone when you have more people in the DMs when you have a setter, and you feel like you've discovered a holy grail, but you can't figure this out? This literally, there's one part in this document that I talk about this. Here it is. Anytime you book a call or you confirm that you're booking a call, make sure you do 4 things. Confirm that they use some specific calendar. Not everyone uses Google Calendar. So like, hey, what do you use? Number 1 is confirm what do they use. Number 2 is making sure the event shows up on their calendar. Number 3 is confirming with them, but they have to type yes so that they confirm and it's actually on their calendar. Number 4, and the last thing, is just make sure they get the text confirmation. That way your setter, the last thing you do is not just book calls, is making sure that people are actually coming to your calls. So there's just 4 things you can use. This is just like one small thing in this 14-page document, which, by the way, if you want this entire document, just go to my Instagram and DM me the word client, and I'll send all of this for free, like no strings attached, because I want you to get more clients and I want to help you. So DM me client and I'll send you this entire 14-page document so you can actually start getting people into clients. Because if you have the power to create content that gets comments, that gets people to DM you and gets people to raise their hand, the worst thing that can happen is you don't know how to get those people into a call because you just don't know how to do this stuff. Come on, please. So that's number 1 thing. Okay, number 2, which is I think my favorite one, is arguably the most important thing any coaching business needs to have nailed down. It's mastering the craft of fulfillment, of client fulfillment. But yes, you can have all these frameworks, you can have all the content stuff we teach our clients, you can have all of those things to get more people into your door. But if you can't actually fulfill the promise that you're giving out in content, that you're telling people you're giving all these amazing results, if you can't fulfill your end of the bargain, people are going to talk horribly about you. They're going to speak really horribly about you on Reddit, on forums. They're not going to refer any clients. You're going to have a lot of churn. By the way, just a little tangent here, I had a call with a coach who has a 100% churn, meaning people come through the program and they graduate and they leave. If only he took that 100% 0% churn into 50% churn, he'll make so much more progress and make a lot more money. So that's one of the things I teach a lot of my clients, is to something I call guaranteed client results, which is the thing we focus the most in our company. Is yes, we'll get you the leads, we'll get you the content, we'll get you the offer, we'll get you to charge way more for your offer, we'll get you via sales, etc., everything. But none of that matters if you can't actually fulfill your promise of giving people results. Because if you do, instead of paying for client acquisition, all you have to do is sell again to people who already trust you, by making them stay in your offer and have a good continuation program. But that doesn't happen if you don't have a guaranteed client results system. And I didn't print this. I know I printed this, so I'm gonna show you in a little bit. So it looks something like this. Okay, it's dark, but up here you have a P. P means your program. Then you have MR, MR, MR. This is mini results, mini results, mini results. So your program, let's just say your program is fitness and you help people lose fat, which by the way, that's a horrible offer. Just, I'll help you lose fat, it's bad. MR is a mini result. So in order for you to help people lose fat, a mini result would be, well, we'll teach you diet. So everyone in fitness and their mother is diet, exercise, and mindset, or whatever. Mini result will be, what is something they need to do that's smaller than the entire result of losing fat, in where they can actually do something in nutrition, that once they complete that part in nutrition, then that graduates them to the next step, which will be mastering training, for example. So what's that mini result in training? Maybe it's training 3 times a week. So once they do that consecutively and you check their work that they're doing it correctly, then they graduate to the next part, which is environment or whatever. So like, what's the mini results that you can engineer inside of your program, that if they do it, then they got the mini result for environment, they got the mini result for training, and they got the mini result for nutrition. And by the way, I force my clients to watch this like 35-minute video on how to do all of this. This is just fulfillment. Above this, I know this is so small, this is so bad for a video. Above this, we have onboarding, and below this, we have offboarding, testimonials, and client continuation. It's 3 parts of this guaranteed client result formula, but this one in the middle, it's probably the most important one because it's where your clients are going to spend the most amount of time. So I actually force my clients to watch a like 30-minute video, I think. If you want that video, like private, it's a private video. I don't post it anywhere. If you want that video, go to my Instagram and DM me the word guaranteed. I'll send you that. I know I'm like breaking the rules of like how many CTAs you can have in. I don't care. Just DM me that and I'll send you the private video. And I think that I have a YouTube video giving you a little bit more context on this. So I'll put it right now in this tab. You can binge watch all that and I'll give you so much more. But again, if you can't promise results, then why are you spending so much time in getting clients if you're just a shitty coach because you can't give people results? So I engineered this process where like my clients use it, and then their LTV increases, they have less churn, they have more testimonials, they have way more referrals, they don't have to go chasing around for clients, they don't have to do fake scholarships, they don't have to do fake offers, Black Friday stuff just because they're in need of cash. They don't have to do that because all they're mastering is getting the people results. And that's something that we focus a lot tremendously inside the Coaching OS, which is the company that I have where we mentor coaches in scaling their business, obviously. And lastly, this isn't outward facing, like giving people results or the content or your offer or your DMs or anything like that. This is very important too, and it's inward facing. And the third thing that we focus on when I've created this scientific approach to scaling for online coaches, the third thing is clarity. Because if you don't have clarity, you're gonna spend time and money working on the wrong thing, hiring the wrong people for the wrong job, and chasing the wrong results, all because you're lost, because you don't know what to do, and because simply you just don't know what you don't know. I could spend like hours. I've seen people do that, like, give me 10 hours and I'll give you a full breakdown. I'm not gonna record a 10-hour video. I'm not gonna do that. So if you wanna see the entire business operations, we actually install inside coaching businesses. I have that also on YouTube. It's free as well. So right now, just click the video that's on the screen, because that's gonna walk you through like 65% of everything that we did. It won't be a super long video. Just click that so you can see exactly what your real bottleneck is and actually how to fix that. I'll drop all the instructions or like the CTAs I gave you in this video down in the descriptions below, so you can just DM me for what you need. And if not, click the video that's on the screen right now, and I'll see you on the next one.